Woohoo! Okay, we should be live now.
Nice.
Hello to anyone who may be joining us for tonight's sprint. Welcome. Tell us what you're working on. Hello, Candace. We've all been for a while, but Candace is with me tonight again.
I
are
am.
Because we both need the productivity boost.
How's it
for you?
I wrote like the other night. I mean, I was actually texting you for advice.
Right.
But that was actually the only time I've written in the past few weeks since the last time we sprinted together. So it's been rough.
Okay. That is okay. I mean, I've been writing, but it's like I hardly count it because it's just been like slow moving. I feel like I've made no progress. So I don't blame you there. Not a problem. My dilemma with the part that I'm at right now is that I've written it, like in all my past drafts, it's kind of stayed the same. So now that part is just like ingrained in my brain as it is. And as I'm trying to write it differently, it feels just like wrong almost to be writing it differently than it's been for so long. So it's kind of tripping me up. Like, I'm not sure if that's just like I'm just used to the old way or if I actually think the old way is better than the new way. So I think I just need to go for it and see if I like it or not. Like, try it out. That's where I'm at.
Can't hurt.
No, it cannot. Let's see.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I mean, like, writing has been, when I do sit down to write, like, it's been okay. But like I was also talking to you about the other night, I feel like lately my writing's been kind of like dry and like I'm just telling a lot, and it's just I don't know if it's just like I want to get words out, so I'm just doing kind of like blah stuff is in my mind, but I'm like reading it back and I'm like, ugh, I'm just telling everything. Like, how can I show more? And I've never been like a great shower. Like, I've always been trying to learn how to better do that.
Right.
But especially lately, I'm like, no, we gotta maybe put the brakes on a little bit. I'm gonna go back. I think what I'm gonna be doing tonight, I might just be like starting from where I'm at and writing from there, or I might go back and like rewrite a bunch of the journal entries. So I'm trying to like the toss up between having it be accurate of a 10-year-old's perspective and like not always be like perfect grammar or like that kind of stuff. Cause like when I was 10, I did not have perfect grammar. Also have it like nice enough and like showing again this like not only telling, just that it's interesting for the reader, because like even if it's accurate but then like boring to read, I don't know. So I'm just trying to figure all that out.
Yeah, I do hear that, because even the stuff, for clarity, Candace sent me some of the stuff that she had written the other night and was just sort of like asking what I thought or whatever, and you mentioned that you were struggling with like the telling thing, I think. And it's hard. Like, I was trying to come up with other ways that she could say things, but again, like she said, her character is like a kid at this point, so even the things that I'm writing, I'm thinking, like, would a 10-year-old say this? I don't know. So I feel like that is really hard.
Yeah.
So. Oh yay! Are you saved? You're back. Working on another story I came up with last night. Oh, nice. Nice. Your teaching moment produced a new story. That is amazing. I love that. Can you say what it's about, or is it like top secret confidential at this point? Hi, Joanne. Welcome. Make it. What are you working on? Is it writing or is it something else? I know last week Are You Saved was illustrating, which is awesome.
That's cool.
And your sister was really creeped out by the live stream and thought that I was looking at her, which I was not.
And listening. We can't hear.
Okay. I have 25 minutes on the clock. I thought that was what we did the last time. Are other people's doing that? Rivals. Ooh.
Ooh. Nice. Cool.
That sounds amazing. I would not even know where to start with that, but that just sounds fantastic. It sounds like the kind of book that would have like delicious food references also in the book.
Yes, I would love that.
A little girl travels through a hole into another kingdom.
Oh,
I love that. Is it like a novel or like a picture book? Like, are you going to illustrate it?
Like a short
Probably
story.
the
Sounds
best.
cool. This could go a lot of places.
Oh, I love stories like that.
It's like giving me Alice in Wonderland vibes.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Doesn't she go into a hole?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure she falls into a hole. Is that it? And then there's
Right.
the eat me, drink me stuff. I don't know the story super well, but
I should know it. I have read it. Then an old man takes her in who turns out to not be old, but a spy undercover. So wait, is he young?
I love this
Old?
novel.
That's very interesting.
This is so cool already. Oh my
I'm
god.
taking the novel. Ooh, I like it. How little is this girl? I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, true. Good.
And I'm also very curious about this old man who's not an old man.
Yeah.
Excited, excited.
Undercover stuff. Wow. Awesome.
Well, we can get started. And then we can learn more about this mysterious project on our break.
Mm-hmm.
So is 25 good with you, Candace?
Yeah, 25's fine.
Okay, perfect. Everybody ready?
She's like 5. Whoa, cool.
Ooh, nice. Okay. I'm muting myself.
Okay.
that is time. Sweet. Oh, good. The break started automatically. So,
Wonderful.
there were some comments that we missed. Oh, Joanne. Oh, right. This is about your work in progress. So, decadent dessert descriptions, color settings. That's cool. I haven't read a lot of college books, but I kind of want to read more of them. Male and female friendships. Don't want to spoil it. Okay, that's fair. Keep it close to your chest. I totally get that. I am always hesitant to like say too much about my story projects, even though I know people like probably aren't going to steal them from me. But it's very personal. So I get, not wanting to go into it too much. Me? Are you safe? Story sounds awesome too. Joanne had to leave because her cat didn't want her to be writing. That's fine.
But she's back.
Yay! I'm so happy. The cat does come first. Understandable. Precious cousins, hello. Oh, I'm so glad you can join us again. Just getting off work. Oh, understandable.
So a lot of snippet. Oh, okay. We'll have to check that out.
What is your Instagram? Am I already following you? If you feel comfortable, feel free to drop it in the comments because I'd love to follow you. Precious cousins, you came at the end of the last stream last time, right? And we wrote together for a bit? I know you were definitely on the last stream. I'm so glad you could pop in. I know it's hard with work, and sometimes this is a little bit of a later time, so it can be hard to have the energy at this late hour. Chandra, am I saying it right? Hello, welcome. I hope I'm not butchering your name. I'm so glad you're here, though. What are you working on? Oh, Joanne.
See this. Oh, I see your Instagram. Oh, I love your feed. It's so pretty.
Now I need to look.
I will follow you right now. To read culinary.
Yes.
Cool.
And if I am like saying your name totally wrong, let me know because I don't want to be butchering people's names.
Chandra, like Jackie Chan.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great way of describing it.
That is very helpful. That's a cool name. I've never heard that before, but I love it.
Joanne Dot. I am going to have a hard time spelling this right. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I just did the first few letters and I got it.
Oh, I'm so glad everybody's popping in. It's so nice.
So exciting.
Oh, wow. Your feed is very pretty. Wow. Ooh, so inspiring. Love that.
Vision board. Do you have a vision board every Monday? Oh my gosh, I love that.
Okay,
I need more vision boards in my life.
Explain to me what a vision board like is. Like, do you do it for your whole story or do you do it for like a character? I'm fuzzy on that.
I don't actually know. I've never made one, but I feel like it's just. I feel like it can be what you want. Like it could be, my understanding at least, it could be just for a character. You could have a vision board. It could be for the whole story. Maybe it could be for just a scene or like something like that. I don't know. You can probably pick and choose and personalize it.
So there aren't really rules, I guess.
I don't think so. I feel like that's the thing with a lot of artistic things. It's just like do what you want with it, you know?
Oh, cool. I like that.
Writing sci-fi. Ooh, cool.
Cool. Oh,
reading sci-fi. Usually some pictures that describe the characters as a whole. Okay.
Oh, okay. To virtually meet you. I'm losing track of all our conversation threads.
Yes, there's a lot.
Right. Okay. The characters as a whole. Okay. That makes sense. I've done one for a story and one for a character, but I find the characters hard to like I find it hard to come up with enough things to make a board out of for a kid personally. Like I did one, I think I made a YouTube video about it for the project that I'm working on right now, and like I did it like my actions, not digitally. I like crafted it. It was all like paper and stuff, which was a lot more work than just doing it like on Canva or something.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool because I could add like textures to it, which was fun.
Writing, I'm typing.
Me too. Yeah. I totally respect people that write it out, but like,
yes, I can't do that. My
No.
hand would be killing me. And also there would just be too many things crossed out.
Yeah. I hate not being able to like fix as I go. Like I can't just plow ahead and not worry about stuff I've written if I don't like it. So I like being able to like change things as I go.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, you write
What
a
about
lot.
you though? Are you writing or typing? Now I need to know.
Yes. New adult,
New adult and young adult romance. Okay, cool. New adult.
Nice.
That is awesome. I want to read some new adult stuff. Because I feel like something that I just recently wrote might qualify as new adult. They're like 18 to 21 sort of thing. And then in the sequel, they're all like 20 and over, like early 20s, which seems like kind of an awkward age for a young adult. But I don't want to call it new adult if I'm not like 100% confident what new adult is. You know what I'm saying? But that is awesome.
So is that like, is new adult only describing who the book is meant for, or kind of I guess just how relatable the characters are to that age? Is that what it kind of is?
That's how I interpret it. So they'd be in that like transitional age, kind of like college age, I feel like.
Okay.
That's what I've read. So they relate to kids that are in that kids.
Okay. So like the Lunar Chronicles might be like between young adult and new adult because it's like 16 to 20-year-olds.
You mean between young adult and adult?
Yeah.
Wait. Adult?
Wait, what's the difference between young adult and new adult then?
Well, young adult I feel like is more like high school and like kids.
Okay, yeah. So young adult. And then
so new adult is probably when you're like actually adulting, but you're still young and immature and can have angsty romance and stuff.
So that would be like young adult to new adult. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Joanne's getting us the facts. Love it. Okay. Found the definition of a vision board. Collage of images and words representing a person's wishes or goals.
Intended to serve inspiration or motivation. Yeah, I feel like people have used vision boards like, I don't know, your vision for your career or your school or your life or like that kind of stuff.
Okay. That makes way more sense. So it's not just like pictures that represent your character. It's like, it's more about what your character is striving for and like what they want.
Yeah. A lot of people use like words in their vision boards too.
Yeah.
Like quotes or like that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's food for thought. That's a game changer. Now I want to try and make one. You're writing. Oh, wow. Good for you. That's amazing.
That is impressive.
Oh, you're inspiring me. I kind of want to try writing now. Oh, that's really awesome.
I tried writing some things at the very beginning. Like when I first started writing like a year and a half ago, the plot that actually did not pan out and I really like did everything. Niki remembers that. I talked to her about that a lot. I tried to like do a physical kind of like drawing out the plot and like writing down. It was just such a mess. I was constantly like ripping page. I was like, I can't do this. Just Google Docs has to be sufficient.
Yes. So young adult is more teenage. Yeah, okay. More coming of age stuff. That makes sense for sure. I feel like there are a lot of things, or probably a lot of stories that are sort of on the fence between young adult and new adult, but I think new adult is relatively new, like as a genre. So maybe more people just like call it young adult because that's, there are more books in that genre maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing. So do use quotes and images for my characters though. Yeah, okay.
Makes sense.
Oh, I want to look at more of your vision boards, Joanne, so I can get inspired and know how to professionally make one because they look absolutely fantastic.
I just have Pinterest boards, and that's kind of the best I get.
It helps me get my first drafts done. Smart. Yes, use your car time, especially if you don't get car sick. if you do, that's like lousy, but I never did or usually didn't. So that time is so good for just like drafting and plotting stuff.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I just think that's so cool that you're writing it out. Love that.
That is awesome.
So let me know what you think of the vision boards. Oh, I will. I'll have to like comment on all of them. I'm so glad I'm now following you so I can see all your beautiful vision boards.
So cool. Oh my gosh, I love this. We're like making virtual friends. This is so cool.
I know, it's amazing. Oh, love it. Okay, so now that we are all caught up with the comments, do you guys want to launch into our next 25?
Yeah.
Okay, I paused it. So let's see how this goes. It should just go straight into it.
Self-publishment. Okay, here we go.
For me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I think so.
The first one was a little bit iffy. Can't remember where we left off in the comments, but there are a lot more now. Vision boards. Yes, Joanne. I'll try to remember to like comment on as many of them as I can. I know I'm gonna love them all. They just look amazing. Oh, right. Okay, so you don't want to show all your cards yet. Got it. Good policy. Kat, she's just not feeling it.
Or
Not want you writing tonight.
no, if my dog was here, she would not be very happy that I wouldn't be giving her attention either. But she's up there, so yeah. She's got my mom to give her attention.
Nice. Let music inspire me. Notebook for each main character. Oh.
Nice. I like that.
Oh, so actually like a separate book for each character? That's a really good idea.
Mm-hmm. Definitely keeps everything organized.
Yeah. My notebooks are such a mess, guys. Like there's no organization to them at all. Anything could be anywhere in there. So it's so frustrating when you know there's something that you want to find and it's like, I know it's in this book somewhere, but oh, such a hodgepodge. It's a disaster. Yes, I 100% agree. I love the music thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, almost like a diary. That is such a good idea.
Banter.
Wow, nice.
Nice.
Killing it. Oh, so that's your daily total. Nice.
Nice, nice.
Ooh, banter. Love it. Is your main character Lydia? That's one thing that I found really fun when I switched from my fantasy project to my contemporary projects is like conversations are so much more fun to write because not everything is like serious and focused on like saving the world. It's just like teens talking to other like teens, and it was just so much fun.
Mm-hmm. I have so much fun with that too.
Welcome. Glad you could join us. What you working on? That is a question. Oh, what book? Specifically one book?
Inspiration as a writer. I feel like I don't even know if a book like really inspired me as a writer because I just kind of became a writer like on a whim. It's not like my whole life it's been like I'm a writer, I want to be one. I just read books because I wanted to read.
I feel like your love of reading.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Titles and page
Me,
gaps.
I don't know what. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. I like that. For me, I don't know what book I would say specifically, but I know that Brandon Sanderson is like my inspiration. So basically, anytime I read a book of his, it inspires me as a writer. The most recent one I read was, what's it called? Hero of Ages. It was the last book in his Mistborn trilogy, and that like really got me going to make some more world building progress and like add some stuff to my world. You can't read a Brandon Sanderson book without wanting to up your world building. Precious Cousins. Titles and gaps.
Do you ever do that?
Keep it up. You've done that, Candace?
I've tried. It hasn't worked.
Fair. I feel like I went through the title phase too, and it didn't work.
That's wonderful. I've tried to number my pages before, but then I'd forget. I'm just not like consistent enough. But like that's awesome, Precious Cousins, that you can be consistent and stay organized. That is awesome. And Anne of Green Gables. Oh, I love that too.
Is it bad that I haven't read those?
I haven't actually read them, honestly. That's probably also bad. But I've watched them multiple times. I've watched the different kind of versions. My mom has like all watched them, loved them too. So I just know it from there. I probably read like a kid version with my mom when I was younger.
I think it was at your house. I like first couple chapters or something of the first book, but that's as far as I ever made it. It does seem like a really nice story though. And that makes me want to read it.
Yeah, and Anne and Gilbert, I love that relationship. Probably one of my favorites ever.
Aww. Yeah, it was very good. It was, the plot is just so complex, and there are so many things that just seem like insignificant at the beginning that all tie together to be so significant at the end. It just blows your mind. Blows your mind. Highly recommend. Oh, I need to see more of those. Yes, I've seen like a clip of one, and it was so good, and I need to do more of them. I just need to like actually make time for it. He does, because he teaches at BYU.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like I think he teaches creative writing. So then there are clips online of his actual lectures. Oh, so exciting. Man, it just makes me happy.
Also, I have to read some of his books. I need to borrow some of them from you.
Yes, you do. Ooh, hang on. Pause.
Okay.
I just got a copy of the first book in the Mistborn series.
That is
from
beautiful.
the repository, and it's so beautiful. Like, come on.
Love it. The silver, that's a hardcover, right? Yeah, oh my god.
I think it's the 10th anniversary edition. So exciting.
I love it.
We're talking Anne of Green Gables, Joanne. We need to read the book.
I'll put that on my list. I'm sure we have at least one copy in my house. I mean, you read the first couple chapters, so we definitely have one somewhere.
It's there somewhere, yeah. Although that was a while ago.
Yeah. I don't think we'd ever listen to classic. Any books good to listen on Audible? I don't know.
I've actually never used Audible.
Me neither. I want to, though. Like, I would love to use audiobooks because sometimes I just don't have so much time to read. But, like, while I'm driving or, like, cleaning or, instead of listening to music or watching a show, I could easily listen to a book then. But I just have never actually done it.
That's fair. I also am a little bit confused with Audible if it's, like, is it dramatized? Like, is it like radio theater, or is it just a person reading? Like, are there different voices or is it just someone's voice reading the story? Because I feel like that would be a bit of a game changer for
me. Yeah, I think it's different. Like with certain books, I don't know. Like, I think some might have different voices and some might just be one, but then the one person dramatize it, kind of like you just like dramatize and do different versions of voices in your own head. Obviously, it's different when you're hearing someone else do it. It's just
Is that the newer show, Joanne?
Yes, I've seen clips of it. I haven't read the whole show, but I really want to. I've read parts, or I've not read. Did I say read the whole show? Watched the whole show. Books, shows.
Good.
But yeah, it sounds really good.
I think it's usually advertised right end, so we get like little clips of it, or like it plays right before Heartland, so we'll get the tail end of it sometimes. It does look intriguing. But I don't know the Anne story, so I kind of want to read them first. Libby.
Oh, the library.
Do I use that?
I don't know where my
Is that
library
the same Google Drive?
Sorry, what?
Libby, it's just a person reading. That makes sense.
Man with an E. Oh, Chandra has also watched Anne with an E.
So you can pick your preference. That's kind of cool if you're reading a classic book. This is making me want to read audiobooks or not read them. Kind of based off? Oh, I thought it was.
So I guess it diverts a little bit, maybe?
Or is it like kind of its own thing? I thought it was completely just a remake of Anne of Green Gables. Oh, wow. Shining recommendations.
Fantastic. It's one book and one reader. Okay.
Oh.
Says library app. Should get that up.
With free audiobooks?
Well, because
I
probably
didn't
like
know
you
that.
can borrow them. I mean, at least that's like with other library apps. You borrow it as if it's like a book from the library, but you borrow an audiobook. There was another app. Oh, shoot. Now I don't remember what it's called, but my mom has used it before. We've like, you can borrow movies to stream. You can borrow books to listen to audiobooks and stuff. It's like pretty restrictive, not as free as the library. Like you have a limit per or whatever, but it's still cool.
That sounds. I'm just a little confused, like, because I know when you use Overdrive, for example, which is another like online borrowing tool, they have like a limited selection, almost like physical copies. So they'll only have like 2 available ebooks of this story or whatever. So I'm wondering if that would be the same. Like if I use Libby, is it tied to my library and I can only get audiobooks that my library has? That's how Overdrive is, and it's like super annoying. But
yeah, I don't know.
So during this next sprint, be low-key downloading the Libby app because I need to try that.
Nice.
Are we ready to launch into maybe one? Are you down for
I am.
one?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's do it.
Wonderful.
Nice. That one was a little slower for me. I don't know about you. How did it go, Candace?
It was good. It was, I don't know, the last one and this one, they're good. I'm making more progress. I finally actually started, like, from where I'm currently at, next chapter. I only got, like, a paragraph in, so I didn't have much time. But I'm happier with how things are going in the last chapter. Kind of what we were talking about before, like, the journal entry and, yeah, perspectives and whatnot. It's not perfect. I'll definitely still go back and fix more stuff. But I'm happier, at least.
That's good. Yeah, let's not be perfectionists at this stage. Although it's always where did we leave off here? I think it might be here. We were talking about Libby. It's whatever your local library has.
Okay. Because it's based off of your library card. That makes sense.
Right. That does make sense. It just might be kind of problematic for me at my cute little library. I love it, but like a selection.
Mm-hmm. You should get a KPL one or something.
I would love to get a library card in a different city that has a better selection, but I've heard that like you're not supposed to do that. Like you're supposed to have a card for where you live, something to do with taxes. I don't know if that's real or not. I know. I should just try anyway.
I feel like my mom has one for a few of the different surrounding ones. I mean, especially like when we were younger, like being homeschooled, we would just always have a truckload of library books, and so I feel like she would just go to different ones.
Yeah. Library books.
Not quite that much, but we usually had a good selection. Couple bags.
Wow. Sean, I'm so glad that he could pop in. That is awesome.
Yes, it's nice having you.
With a very thought-provoking question about what book inspired us.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, are you Save's little sister? Sorry if I misidentified you earlier. What state we both live in? Mwahaha.
What state?
We're actually in Canada.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Joanne, 722 words overall. Wow.
Nice.
You're killing it, Joanne. Like, that is amazing. I am moving at snail's pace.
That's okay.
Yes, I think we can. But it's usually like a really long time. Like Libby is associated with Overdrive, which is what I use for ebooks. And like I've had to wait like months and months to get books because there's always a waiting list. So I sort of just quit. Like I do try sometimes, but for the most part they either don't have what I want or it'll be like, 6 months before you can read this book, or a year before you can read this book.
Like, I don't think so. It costs. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, so you just have to pay for it. Game changer.
That's not that bad though. I mean, it depends how much you have to pay. If it's like a yearly thing. I love this. A state of chaos. Same, Chanda.
An underwriter.
0 words. That was me most of the time. Is it hot there? It's pretty hot right now.
Yeah, it's like super hot. It was super hot today.
It's been a pretty hot summer, like a rainy, but also a hot, humid summer. But it's always pretty humid.
Wasn't it like 40 today? Celsius?
I don't know. Maybe with like humidex or whatever. Where I was, I think the high was like 30, but.
Oh, okay. Then maybe I just made that up. But yeah, it was hot.
Like, with humidity, sometimes it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't write every day. Yeah, same.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't either. I tell myself that I am going to do that. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes I just end up watching Disney Plus instead.
And that's fair.
Yeah. Some days you're just not feeling it, and that is okay.
Exactly. Sometimes I just want to read instead.
Yeah, which is also good. I feel like with me, reading is always the thing that I just push to the side. Like if I have free time,
same.
Myself right, and then just like quit on reading basically, especially when I'm in school. I'll read like the stuff I have to read for school, but like pleasure reading is just, it just doesn't happen at all. But I don't want that to happen this year. I refuse. So I feel like I'm reaching the burnout point. I'm plateauing. As far as writing goes.
I don't
This
really
scene
know.
is going on forever.
Yeah. I feel like if I kept writing, I would really like. If I kept writing, I would have to have a big chunk to like just keep writing, you know? I'm about to like kind of start a conversation and something serious, really serious just happened. So it's gonna be like probably a big chunk of dialogue, and I can't just be like, oh, I'll get a little bit into it and then finish it later, because knowing myself, that's not gonna happen.
Right. I totally get that. Some things you can't chip away at.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. That's rough.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what I would do without air conditioning.
Or luxuries. I know at work today it was like super hot in the building that I was working in, and they had like fans going, but there's not air conditioning everywhere, so it was toasty. And our furnace broke the other day, so that was rough.
That's brutal. That's why I'm excited for fall. I like fall.
Sweater weather, wearing hoodies and stuff. Summer's great.
I'm already wearing a sweater.
Yes.
In the basement. I'm in the basement, so.
Yeah, so it makes sense. All right. Well, if everybody is feeling that we are ready to call it a night, we can end the stream now. Why don't we end with like a super quick prayer? I can just pray out loud, and then I will end the stream. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. This is so fun. I loved meeting you and following Joanne on Instagram, and I'm excited to see more of your stuff. And feel free to watch my Instagram for updates on the next live stream, because I'm sure we will do another one soon.
Definitely.
Okay, let's do this. Dear Father in heaven, thank you so much for this day and for this time that you've given us to write together. Thank you for the awesome people that you've brought together to join us, and I pray that you would just bless us now as we go our separate ways and keep inspiring us to use our gifts to do awesome things that will glorify you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Oh, pray for Afghanistan. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes, I'm not super up on everything that is going on in Afghanistan, but I will definitely add that to my prayer later tonight.
Yes,
look into it more.
That's on my prayer list this week. Yeah, the world is a mess. The world needs a lot of prayer.
But thank you so much, Are You Saved, for bringing that up. I will definitely look more into what the situation is there, because we definitely need to be warriors for prayer for all the messy things that are going on in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you for that. And thank you, everybody, again for joining us. This has been such a blessing. Have an amazing night.